This is power of dropshipping.
What's going on, guys? This is the Ecom boss, and in today's video we're going to talk about how to brand a dropshipping store. In this video, guys, I was writing down a couple of notes on it. I was reflecting around the ideas, and I really think this video is going to be one of the most valuable on this channel yet. So make sure you guys stick till the end, because this video is going to teach you guys everything you need to know on how to make a lot of money. We're talking high figures in dropshipping here. We're going to talk about how to brand your store. You know, if you want to use logos, you can private label. There's so many opportunities you guys can go for, how to advertise, different budgets. All of that stuff is going to be covered in today's video. So if you're looking for the ultimate blueprint on how to brand a store, you already know we're going to deliver on that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, make sure before this video starts, go down, you drop a like on this video, and you make sure you subscribe to the Ecombots channel, and we should probably get into it. If you want to join my coaching program in dropshipping and Facebook ads, you can message me on Instagram here. But if you just want to follow me, that would also be really cool. But that's all the info you guys need. You make sure to send me a message if you need anything, if you have any questions about whatever. Try to help you guys out as much as I can, or you could drop it in the comments, and let's get into how to brand your dropshipping store successfully. First thing, guys, you don't start off branding a dropshipping store from scratch. You need to find a winning product first. So you should set aside a budget just to test out different products. We're gonna get into the branding in a second there, but this is important, guys. I've seen a lot of people actually just branding straight off scratch, finding a product they think is good, and I'm like, I'm gonna brand this product, I'm gonna brand this watch, these headphones, whatever. But that's not how you do it, guys. First you test the product, see how it works. You can test on the general store, and if the product pops off, you can move it to a niche store, a one product store, or just keep a branded general store, whatever you guys want to do. But what I'm saying is, like, first of all, you need to test out the product before you brand it. But once you get a winner, it starts popping off, it starts generating some sales daily, or I would say probably more, a couple of K a day, then you brand the product. And now we're going to get into how to brand it. First of all, make a logo. This is quite obvious. You guys probably have logos on a webpage. Well, what I'm saying is, on a general store, it's not always like you have to have a logo, but that's going to be a key factor. You want to have a good logo. You don't want to just make one on Canva. I mean, you can, but I'll probably actually hire someone on Fiverr to create like an animated logo. I don't know how to really say it, because I'm not a graphic designer. I don't know too much about it. You should pay someone like $50 to create an awesome logo for your brand, and that you're going to use, you know, on Instagram. You're going to use it on Facebook. You could even put it in your ad as a watermark. That's the thing. You just want to spread some brand awareness as well in the beginning. If you want to build a brand, you could actually work with influencers too, just to gather the momentum. There's a lot of ways to go, but I would probably not work with influencers, but you could. It's a good way to get brand awareness. What I would do is just to keep running Facebook ads the normal way, but you have it branded. It's going to create more traction. Also, guys, if you have a brand store, you got to set up some shipping deals. That would be awesome. If you have a 7-day shipping on your brand, you have a good return policy, all that stuff, people will go crazy as long as you brand it correctly. So that's one thing that's also going to be important on your brand, the shipping time. Now we're going to get into private labeling. The other day I was live streaming on my Instagram. By the way, guys, you want to follow me on Instagram, it's going to be here again, because you're missing out if you don't see those live streams. I was live streaming on Instagram, and then some guy came into the live stream, and I don't really knew who he was. I know now, but someone joined the live stream, and he made $2 million in a month revenue, which I've seen, you know, 500K, I've seen 600. I've made a lot in revenue and all of that stuff, but 2 million I've never seen. So it came down to, he was private labeling. That's awesome. You know, that's what you guys want to do. So that's basically the story. There's not too much more to say, but you guys want to private label your product. What you guys want to have, you want to have a custom package. You want to have your logo on your package. You don't want to ship out just like a China type of package. You want to have your logo on your package, you know, clean, white, black, one of those colors on your package. Just make the package look awesome. Put it in, you know, so people in the reviews, because then the reviews are gonna look way more professional as well when you got your own package, all your own stuff, your logo on the package. Everyone will feel like they bought it from a brand. This is definitely going to increase your conversion rate for sure, because it's branded. So guys, make sure you get the private labeling down. You got to talk to the right people, talk to the supplier, try and negotiate deals. Just set up your own custom package so the customer will see something cool, because you know, when you dropship the basic way, they're gonna get really ugly packages, if we're honest. So if you private label it and you get some cool packages, that's the kind of stuff you're really gonna score higher, especially in the conversion rate. And also the thing I've seen with branded stores versus just normal stores is the conversion rate is way higher. Well, first of all, when you're branding, should you do one product store or should you do a general store? I highly do recommend, when trying to brand a product, that you first of all start off with a general store. I would probably brand a general store, but what you guys also can do is to brand a niche store. You could brand a one product store. Test it on the general store. If it works, you can make a one product store, or you can make a niche store. That's basically how I do it. You guys decide you want to brand a niche store or a one product store. It's going gonna be totally up to you guys. But what I'm gonna say is that you watching right now, man or girl, you can do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. I managed to do it. So I'm just saying I believe in all of you guys. So make sure you just go after your dreams, guys. So first of all, guys, do you need a social media following to create your brand, to grow your brand? What I'm saying is a couple of followers would definitely be nice. Is it needed? I don't know if it's needed to generate good sales, but if you're talking about spreading the brand more than just having a good store that looks branded, I would definitely say get followers, gather some audience, you know, for your brand, get an email list later on eventually from your sales. You could launch retargeting campaigns, lookalike audiences, all that stuff, get the data. But what I'm saying, guys, a branded store, yes, you should have a following. I highly do recommend. I'm sure you could buy some fake followers. Just have a following, post every day as well. Show that you're actually alive, you know. So I'll post stuff on Instagram every day. I would post blog posts on my website maybe. There's so many things you guys can do. Also though, when we're coming into like Q4 now, we're coming into Halloween. I mean, brand store is not really Halloween, but you know, we're coming into Black Friday and everything. If you have a private label brand and we come to Black Friday, Cyber Week, Cyber Monday, Black Week, Christmas, your brand is really gonna help you. That's when people make millions of dollars. So guys, get your brand ready for Q4. I'm gonna drop a Q4 strategy as well on the channel, so make sure you guys go down now and subscribe to the Ecom channel and drop a like, because that's gonna help you guys when we get into Black Friday. There's just so much money to be made in the Cyber Weeks, the Black Weeks, all that stuff. So that's something you guys can look into. But if you have a brand, you can score super high in Q4. So what I recommend now, guys, start testing your products. Don't waste time, don't procrastinate. If you start testing products now, you could have a brand up and going already within a month in the starting phase, which means you guys can crush it in the Black Weeks and you know those different weeks with like discounts. What is the difference, you guys may ask, between a branded store and not a branded store? Usually we see it in the figures, at least. You know, a general store can make 6 figures, multiple 6 figures. It could even make 7, but on a branded store, there's no limit to how much money you guys can make. You can make 8 figures, you could make 9. I'm sure you can make even more if you figure out other stuff, but that's probably not talking drop shipping anymore, you know what I mean? But the figures are way higher. When you brand a store, it's the potential is just unlimited. You can make so much money. Reviews is gonna be key, guys. On your branded store, you want to have in reviews, and like I said, on your custom package, because you're gonna have a custom package eventually. On your custom package, people are gonna put in reviews and they will see that you have a package. Let's just say your brand is called the Blaze headphones. So if you have a Blaze headphones package, the people putting in reviews on your webpage will have your package. That just makes it so unique. You feel like you're buying from a brand, you feel like you're buying a story. It just feels way more professional, and you definitely create the trust factor here. But often though, when you're scaling to high numbers, we're talking hundreds of thousands or millions a month, you definitely often, not in every case, but in a lot of cases, you see a lower net profit margin. That's the thing. On some 6-figure stores, you might have a 50 to 60% margin, while on like $1 million store, you might actually just have a 12% margin. But if you have a 12% margin of $1 million store, that's still 120K a month profit though. So it is still good, but I'm just saying usually, not always, but usually we see the higher the revenue, the lower the margin. But still, you know, high revenue is definitely gonna bring a good margin anyways. I'm not saying good percentage of margin, but you know, a good amount of money. But guys, it all comes down to the product. That's the thing, because you guys gonna test these products and trying to figure out what you guys can brand. So you will still have to choose good products. However, guys, what I'm gonna say now is on a brand, you could pick a little bit more generic products because you're gonna brand it eventually, but you obviously gotta test it to make it win though, which makes it, you know, a little bit harder if you're gonna pick just some boring gaming headphones and trying to run them. But that's just what I'm saying. You could run a more generic product if you brand it. And another thing you guys could do as well is to take a saturated product, brand it, and win, because you're gonna get favored. You know, you're gonna be the guy they will buy from. Some people run a saturated product just on a basic general store, while you branded it a ton. You're probably going to have an advantage there as well. What I'm saying is just if you're able to make some generic products work for you, but you got to test first, which makes it hard. So I would do untapped products, but I'm just saying like generic products could actually work because they could be branded. So I'm saying you could actually brand just generic and kind of boring products or just some saturated products. However, though, I would always stick to the untapped strategy. I'm just saying it's possible. The last thing I got to cover here, guys, I don't know if it's going to be boring for you guys. Branded dropshipping usually requires more money. It requires a budget because you're going to spend a lot just to gather the data to build your brand. It's all about, you know, the long-term game here. So you guys got to spend money to gather data. You're going to test out stuff. You're going to work with $1,000 budgets. I'm not saying you start out with that. First of all, you start out testing normally. You start out scaling normally. And in between, you know, the scaling phase, you're going to start branding your store. And you could brand it step by step, guys. You don't have to brand it all at the same time. First, you start with branding with logos. Then you start branding with reviews. Then you start branding with the custom package, and then you could do a lot of cool things in your description. You could do so much cool stuff. And when you come to Black Friday, like I said, and your brand has a 50% sale, that could be when your guys' brand blows up. But the cool thing about the brand, you can make money the whole year. It's not just you wait for Q4, because you can make millions of dollars in, you know, any times a month. You could have sales. But what I'm saying on the brand is you gather the email list, because people will be aware. They will remember where they bought it. And that's the thing, guys, on a brand compared to a normal general store, people actually remember where they got it. On your brand, you don't just want to joke around, guys. You got to be professional. You want no bad customer reviews. You don't want to have unsatisfied customers. Like, you never want to have it. But I'm just saying, on your brand, things can actually hurt your brand, which is not good. So make sure you guys deliver on the quality, get the low shipping time, and you could negotiate that with your supplier. You could search for an agent. You could go into a Facebook group and just try to find an agent to get the lower shipping time. There's so many things you guys can do. You don't even have to use AliExpress in the beginning. You could just find an agent, like I talked about in my how I created 60 ROAS video that's posted 2 days ago. I can link that video down in the description. That's a good case study on how I just got a 60 ROAS. That's a lot of money profited, obviously. So if you want more content on building a brand, if you actually want a strategy, you know, step-by-step type of thing, I can drop that. What I tried to do today is just cover a little bit about the basics for you guys to get to know how to do it. We could also make a follow-up video on my step-by-step blueprint on how to launch a brand, how to get it to 6 figures, 7 figures, just how to brand it in depth. If you want to see that, please drop it down in the comments. Make sure you smash a like on this video and that you do subscribe to the Ecom channel, because we drop some really good content. The things you guys buy for a $1,000 course, we got Facebook ads covered here for free. So if you like this video, you already know what to do. Press all of those buttons and you'll be seeing me in the next video.